I ate jelly beans right as it went live.
Here's the notification.
Hey, notification came through. Where's all you people? My mouth is full now.
Is it just me, or does last week feel like 7 years ago?
It does. It feels like ages ago since we did this. Hi, Sophia. Everyone, sorry, I'm chewing jelly beans and my mouth is producing a lot of saliva because it's so sweet and sugary. And I don't want to drool. So, I'm not. Annabella, this was for you. Again, I made jelly beans.
He put too many jelly beans in his mouth at one time.
Now I can't talk, so.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Good job, Annabella. You got your paintbrush. I also am having, like, allergy attacks because...
Like this.
No! She just tickled me.
I was being allergies.
Like, can you see my eyes? They're so itchy. I'm like, I can't breathe, and I had a headache earlier today. Do your parents have allergy drugs, you think?
Probably.
I'm gonna take some.
I don't know if they have, like, general allergy drugs. I feel like everyone has their own bottle, so you'll have to con it off of somebody.
True. Wow, look, the questions are rolling in about the wee babes.
Of course.
So, how did the oxygen decrease go?
Good. So far, they're on 0.06. They tried turning Dallas down to 0.05 today, and that didn't go quite so great. She kept desatting. But, I mean, come on. She went from 2 to 0.05 in, like, a day.
That's true.
So, like, give her some time. They actually put them on steroid drops for their noses because they've been really, really stuffy. It was kind of hilarious. They were like little piggies.
They were snorters.
When I was feeding them yesterday, like, because they were like so stuffy. So they put them on these nasal things because they said that sometimes getting their feeding tube taken out can cause swelling. So they're giving them the drops so that will help decrease swelling so that they can breathe better. And they were already, even just after like an hour after she put the drops in today for the first time, they were sounding better. So I think they'll help a lot.
Great. That's such a fantastic thing. They told us yesterday that we should bring car seats in for the next couple of days.
I mean, but Sad Baby's had her car seat there for like ever.
I mean, that's true. That is true. In tomorrow's video, I don't even remember what we filmed yesterday. So
you didn't film very much anything.
I didn't. She did, though.
So you wouldn't remember what was filmed.
That's
because
true.
I filmed.
I had a bad day yesterday. And so that's what I filmed is me complaining about my bad day. But then how I overcame my negativity or this feeling of bad days. So you'll see that tomorrow. But
not with my help, because I dropped my phone and couldn't pick it up.
That's true.
He tried to call me after his bad day, and I was feeding both girls. I was tandem feeding, and I tried to pick up my phone, and it fell on the floor. And then I could do nothing because I had babies.
Yeah. She was no help to me when I needed it the most.
I texted you all day. Words of encouragement.
I mean, all day is a little bit of exaggeration.
Well, I texted you when you told me you were having a bad day, and then you gave me the thumbs up. I'd been dismissed, so I stopped.
That's true. I was like,
you didn't like what I said. The girls' eating is going really well. They actually, basically, their eating is like check mark off the list because we don't even have to do test weights anymore. They told me this morning we don't have to weigh them before or after they eat anymore because they know that they're getting enough. They're getting like more than enough, I'm sure.
Yep.
So basically the nurses feed them when they wake up and are hungry, or I feed them when they wake up and are hungry. So right now they're eating about every 3.5, 4 hours. Mm-hmm. So they're doing great.
Hey-oh! Good things are happening, everyone. These babies will be home very soon. I mean, we don't have a day set yet where they will come home.
They probably will not give us a day until like the day before, because you never want to be like, oh, your babies will come home next week on this day, and then have something happen where you have to be like, sorry, actually that's not true, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is not a time to get people's hopes up falsely.
True. How do you think life will change once they're home?
I'm going to spend half my life pushing cats away from them.
That's true. We started locking the cats out of the room. And the first... I mean, Liesl said it today. It was bad when they were able to be in there, and then we kicked them out.
Yeah, we've been kind of locking them out for the past couple of days, but it's been because Lionel keeps trying to climb in the crib, so halfway through the night I would get fed up and kick him out of the room, and he didn't like that. So he, like, scratched at the door and whined at the door, but...
clawed the carpet.
Last night, we shut the door and didn't let them in at all, and they did fine.
Yeah.
Although... I guess the night before, we also locked them out, and there was some scratching and whining, but mostly because the little one locked himself in the bathroom where the litter box is, and Lionel couldn't get
Oh my gosh. And he tries to get into that furnace closet all the time. I'm asking your dad if he has zip ties today.
So our furnace
Do you think that's something
closet,
he will have?
He has it, probably. The furnace door is right behind the bathroom door, so the bathroom door opens like this against this wall, and Edmund tries to get into this door, so then he closes the bathroom door on himself, and he can't get out.
Yeah.
And then Lionel can't get in either. It's very distressing for both of them.
True. So, can you guys attempt a Yorkshire accent?
No.
I don't know what that even is. What, like Yorkshire, England?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what kind of accent that is.
I am not good with, like, regional accents. I can give you, like, a generic British, but it usually kind of ends up being Kiwi. So... because that's what I know, right? Hold on. Dory asked a question, and I'm going to scroll and see what
Oh, yeah, we can scroll and look.
Do you care what I send in a package? No. Whatever you like to send us. That's very kind of you.
That is very kind. Thank you. Hi, Tara.
Now I don't know how they go away. Oh, they just fade.
They just fade by themselves. It's fine.
Yeah.
My eyes are on
Accents
fire.
not my strong point. I can do, like, an American Southern accent. Mm-hmm. I can kind of do, like, a Scottish accent. There's no hope when it comes to Irish. I just can't do it. I can do a generic British accent that usually kind of probably ends up being a little bit more Liverpool area than anything, because I have an aunt from Liverpool. So that's kind of what I have to go off of.
I love Aunt Elizabeth's accent. I could listen to her talk all day long.
She's a great accent. Favorite jelly bean flavor? I don't know, but, like... the Starburst jelly beans.
Krista, we both
best.
only speak English.
Only English. Sarcasm and gibberish.
Yeah. We're fluent in
Annabella,
sarcasm.
Irish accents are literally the hardest. The vowels are so weird.
There's that cheese commercial that comes on a lot where the lady's like, for 1,000 years.
It's just hard.
And I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Because I believe that you can figure out any accent if you can figure out the vowels. Because I feel like that's the main difference. But Ireland, I don't even know.
So Liesl's mom is from New Zealand, right? And so Liesl was trying to teach me how to, like, say things
One
with
word.
a Kiwi. One word. She tried to teach me how to say no in a Kiwi accent. I can't do it.
You still can't do it. It's hilarious.
Let's try. Okay, say it for me.
No.
No.
You're
Do it
funny.
again.
No.
Wait, how do you do it?
No.
Okay, now teach me technically. What are you doing in your mouth?
No. I don't know how to tell you.
No. Because the way she was describing it to me, she was like, just say no, but lazy.
No.
So I was like, no.
Yeah, it is kind of no, but lazy. A little bit now at the end.
No. No. Anyway, I think too hard about it.
When I get my channel up and going, sorry that still hasn't happened. This one has to help me.
Guys, we'll do it today. How about that?
I'm
we will
gonna
set our channel up today.
At some point, not today, but at some point, I'm gonna do a live video like game show with my mom, and we're gonna play What Word Is She Saying? And I will show her a word, and you have to guess what it is, and it will be funny. And those of you who are from New Zealand, Shouldn't play because you'll win.
They'll be like, I know exactly what
But
you're
there are
saying.
definitely times that I go to the store with her and she'll ask for something and people stare at her and they're like, what? And I have to like interpret for them. It's silly. But I want to do that with her because also Derek thinks it's really hilarious that I can't hear my mom's accent. So.
Yeah. Should bring a new item on lives, Derek. Oh, you're talking about my paintbrush? Again, it has been on this piano that we use to prop my phone on for forever.
And
I just
you can tell how often
take
we
it.
play this piano because there's a paintbrush sitting on the keys that never moves.
But how about I bring in something different?
The
Remote. It's just not as fun.
Someone asked if we found a pediatrician. Ugh.
Kind of.
Let me tell you this story. So our doctor had recommended a pediatrician to us, which actually, if you watch our birth video, you'll notice there are 2 different doctors that helped deliver me.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was my doctor. The other doctor is the one that is in her, like, they share a practice. Is that what you call it?
Yes.
And so the one that isn't my doctor, but also practices at the office where I go, it's the pediatrician that her kids go to. So it's got to be good, right?
Yeah.
So he was recommended to us. He's right by the hospital, so he's in the right area. And so I called, and I was like, hey, is Dr. Alba accepting new patients? And the girl was like, yeah, he is. Do you need to make an appointment? And I was like, well...
Robin, I don't need a fidget spinner.
No.
I'm a teacher.
Derek hates fidget spinners.
And I hate them.
So I was like, no, I don't. My babies are in the NICU, so I don't know when they're coming home, so I don't know when I would need an appointment for. I just need a pediatrician for them. And she was like, no help at all. She was like, I don't really know what we should do about that. Do you want to just like schedule an appointment, and if you have to change it, you can? And I was like,
she wasn't understanding that
just take my information and make me a new patient.
the babies just need to be in the system.
They don't need an appointment. Anyway, I'm going to call back tomorrow and just be like, hey, so let's just here's my information. Tell me what you need from me to be a new patient, and I will give you that information, and then I will let you know when it's time to have an appointment.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, we will have to find a new pediatrician when we move, because otherwise I would have to drive 2 hours for every appointment, and that's ridiculous. So... we'll either go find a family doctor so that I don't have to find a new doctor and a new pediatrician. I can just find one doctor for everyone. Mm-hmm. But if that doesn't work out, because I'm pretty picky about my personal doctor, then
yes,
I'll have to find separate ones. Either way, everyone needs a new doctor when we move.
Yep. We all do. I do, you do, we do, voodoo.
Technically, your doctor is up in that area.
Not in Logan, though.
No, but closer than mine.
Yeah. You're going on study abroad next year. Where are you going to study abroad next year?
I've never
done study abroad, but I've been to Europe, so I can tell you all about that.
Way earlier, someone asked me if no was the only word I could say in like a Kiwi accent, and the answer is no.
No.
My accent probably isn't very good, but I can speak most words in a Kiwi accent just from my family listening to them.
But not her mom, because she can't hear her mom's accent.
Not my mom.
It's so weird.
Finland or Belgium? That's good.
I've never been to Finland or Belgium.
I knew a woman from Belgium.
But have a Belgian waffle.
She was great.
Is that a
she
thing?
was very kind. Love her dearly. She came to our wedding.
Belgian chocolate is probably really good. So have that. Guys, sorry, my eyes are on fire. And I'm like dying of allergies right now. So.
My allergies are fine. Which is weird.
Right? I don't know, like, what happened. Like, look how puffy my eyes are. Kidding, I'm making them. Speak some, please. You have been asked, get ready for the week of the 22nd, because you're getting an envelope with something in it, and I hope y'all, I'll enjoy anything that we get sent to us. It's the best.
Don't take a Benadryl, you'll get so sleepy.
I just fell asleep.
Paris, I have a friend who is in France.
I've been to Paris.
Right now. Someone wants me to do an accent, and I have to just do it, don't I?
Yes, Paris is great. Except it's
really self-conscious.
The tourist attractions, like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and stuff like that, are very clean and very tidy. The rest of Paris is really dirty and it smells like garbage. But that's okay.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't hear her accent at all. So...
I mean, if you think about it, if you're from, like, the South or something like that, and you grow up in a place, like for us, we grew up in Utah. There's a thing called a Utah accent. And sometimes I can hear it really prominent in people. Like we drop our T's. We don't say mountain. We say mountain.
Instead of mountain.
Look at those mountains. We're going to go to Layton, Utah. Tremonton. That's where I'm from. I'm from Tremonton. So it's kind of southern, but like it's more like forced out of the front of your mouth. And people kind of, it's like, I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, Danielle, I'll try to be good about it.
So
I get so self-conscious. Okay.
So I cannot hear the Utah accent in my mom. And just like that, Liesl cannot hear the New Zealand accent in her mom.
I suppose the, like, scientific thing about it is that I grew up hearing, and you know how you learn to talk from... I'm so self-conscious right now.
You're kind of going Australian.
I know, because I'm getting nervous. Okay, because people are judging me. I know it. And we have followers from New Zealand who are going to be like, your accent is terrible.
Don't say that. Be nice.
And they are similar. So anyway, so when you learn to talk, you learn from listening to your family and the people around you. And so... my dad growing up, he worked a lot of like graveyards. He worked in the ER, and so he wasn't around. Well, he was sleeping when I was awake, really. And so I learned to talk a lot from listening to my mum and from listening to my siblings, I suppose, who had a bit of the accent as well, because they learned to talk from my mum. And so she was my norm.
Emily Workman, I see you.
She was the first person that I learned to speak from listening to. And so to me, that is a regular accent. That is what normal is. And so then, of course, when I went to school and I went to kindergarten and I started learning to speak more from listening to the people around me and learning to read, then because I sort of had an accent when I was little, but it went away when I went to school because I was surrounded by the Utah and the American accent. And so... it all kind of melded together. And so sometimes I can hear that my mum... His face. I can hear that my mum is saying words differently. Or like when she gets put in a situation where she's really nervous, her accent gets stronger. And so and I can hear that it's getting stronger. And I can hear that it's different from what it normally is, but I don't hear the accent. I know that's weird. I don't even know how else to describe it because I don't hear the accent, but I can hear that her voice is changing and that it's different when she gets nervous.
That was amazing.
Thank you. My mom moved to America because my dad is from here. My dad grew up here in Utah. And he moved out to New Zealand when they got engaged. Maybe a fun story about my parents. They got engaged over a
tape recorder.
A tape, like a cassette tape.
He proposed to her on tape.
And she responded on tape. So, like, then he flew out to New Zealand, and they got married in New Zealand, and my oldest sister, well, she's my only sister, was born in New Zealand, and then they moved back to America so my dad could finish school. Because my mom got her teaching degree in New Zealand. So she was done, and so then they moved over here. Thank you, Brayden.
Brayden's amazed. He's amazed. I'm amazed. I sat here and I was like,
well,
is my wife Kiwi? No one knows.
I tried to teach him because a year ago we went to Disneyland and one of my cousins was in California.
That's right.
So we met up with him and his girlfriend for dinner, and Derek was just like in awe at their accents.
I was just like, I love accents. I say all the time that I wish I was from a different place.
Of course we'll be your friend.
Tara! Thanks for being our best friend. We appreciate you. I can't wait all the time. Well, that's a chore. Yeah, that's such a mental thing.
Once you get going, though,
that's true.
Not as hard.
I mean, I've been in plays where I've talked the entire 2 hours in a British accent or a Southern accent. So,
and people are always like,
sometimes it just happens.
You're going Kiwi. You have to be more proper.
In British?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Like when I was in Earnest and I had to be so proper.
So proper.
And they were like, you're getting kind of lazy. Is that rude to say? It's true though. That's how I do a Kiwi accent. Is I think British, but then I think kind of lazy.
FedEx got hacked? What does that mean? Good thing I don't use FedEx.
Guys, I've had to get like 5 new debit cards because Home Depot keeps getting hacked.
Home Depot, get it
Who
together.
would have thought that I shop at Home Depot enough to have this problem?
True.
Right?
Okay, let's do a quick recap of baby updates before we go because it's almost time for us to leave. I'm so sorry. Girls are doing great. They got their feeding tubes out. They're taking all their food by mouth. And they don't even have to weigh them anymore to see how much they eat because they trust that they're getting so
They
much.
don't even have to be on a schedule.
Yeah.
They get to eat whenever they are hungry, although we do have to make sure they
my
eat
gosh.
7 times at least a day.
True.
But that's not hard for them.
No. They are their father's
The
children.
nurses tell me all the time that the babies are, like, amazing when it comes to eating. She was like, today, the nurse was like, this is not normal.
You too, Dory.
She was like, babies don't normally feed this well. So,
True.
good job. And I was like, that's all them. I don't know.
It's all them. And they have told us that we should bring the car seats in the next couple days. Like we said, we don't have a set day of when these babies will come home, but hopefully in the next week.
It feels soon because the only thing we're waiting for now is the oxygen, basically.
Yep.
And they're having us bring in the car seats, which basically is like they'll show us how to make sure we're using them right, and then they're there and ready to go at a moment's notice. Because like I said, they probably won't tell us we're being discharged until like day before, day of, because they don't want to get your hopes up and then have to change their mind a week later because the baby got sick or whatever.
And if it ends up that they need to come home on oxygen, that is a possibility.
Brittany, we have not done their baby blessings yet. We're planning to
Like July.
Maybe July. We need to give them time to get out of the NICU and time to like get adjusted.
Yeah.
Because technically they weren't due till June 10th anyway, so we would have done it in July if they'd gone full term. So we're just sticking with that plan.
Yeah. No, it is possible for them to be sent home on oxygen, but we have to do a 12-hour like trial run of us running the equipment, so they have like a little hotel room thing set up.
And I talk about all that in the video that you'll see tomorrow.
True.
I go over all the details of everything that they told me yesterday. Today, the only difference is that they're giving them the steroids in their nose to help clear the swelling from the feeding tubes, and that they don't have to be weighed at mealtimes anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Honey, what did I get you for Mother's Day?
I got a gift card to go get my hair cut and a little like pamper set.
Pamper yourself.
Yeah, I got some bath bombs and a loofah and a little scrubby mitten and an ironing board.
I mean, you'll see me give it to her in the video tomorrow, but there's her ironing board. There it is.
Can you believe I don't have one, guys?
She's a costume major with a sewing room and she doesn't have an ironing board.
Yeah.
They had little tabletop ones and I was like, that's not as good. Because they were like itty bitty. They were about the size of this. But I was like, she needs a full out ironing board. Because she doesn't have one.
That's what I got for Mother's Day.
So that's what I gave her.
Yeah. Someone asked about the weights, so we'll give you the weights really fast. As of yesterday, I didn't ask this morning, and they are continually getting weight, but yesterday, Dallas weighed 5 pounds 3 ounces, and Ella weighed 4 pounds 15 ounces. So they've come a long way since birth.
They've grown so much. 2 pounds in what, 3 weeks? Great. Okay, we're running low on time because we gotta get headed. Thanks, everyone. I'm like a master gift giver.
The problem is we're both really into giving gifts.
That's true.
And so it kind of turns into a scary competition.
Yes.
Maybe not for him, but it is for me. And I feel like I'll never give gifts that are as good as his. And then I feel sad and self-conscious.
Yes. Okay, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to bring your hashtag paintbrushes next week because I'm sure I'll have it again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Anything that we put out there on the internet. We're going to get Liesel's channel started
You heard it from his
today.
mouth. He's doing it tonight.
We're going to do it today.
I will post a video to my channel tomorrow. I'll do it. I will.
That's so soon.
I know. My very first video. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, we're excited. Come back tomorrow and watch what we did yesterday. I had a bad day, but I got happy again because I have a really great family. Anyway, as always, have courage.
And be kind.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.